Hi guys, this is Skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Now, real quick, I gotta apologize beforehand just how fast-forward heavy this entire video is. I had recorded, this is a story mission by the way, I had recorded it before, but it wasn't until until I actually re-recorded, I ended up re-recording it just because there's a lot of stuff I want to do in this mission, and the very first time I recorded it, I was kind of just all over the place, was not prepared in the slightest. Did not have, I didn't know, any of the information I needed to know, and, it just turned out that it would be just better to re-record this part, but because of that, I didn't realize that I wanted to, re-record this part, so because of that, this entire battle is going to be, very fast-forward heavy, which I try to avoid, but I didn't realize I wanted to use this footage in the first place until, until I finished it and realized how much more smoothly things went by. So basically this is just a battle with a bunch of monsters. The law today is ice, and the law being ice makes things fantastically easier, because a lot of these enemies use ice, but not because they can't, because monsters are law-abiding citizens for whatever reason. They're not going to use ice, which is good for us because a dragon's ice breath, or a Flawn's like Blizzara would probably just totally wreck us at this point in the game, or make it harder, because as you can see, they're all monsters. I think there are 3 Blue Mage spells we want to learn. One from a dragon. We want to learn Mighty Guard from one of the dragons. We want to learn Blow Up from the bomb, which is a very hard skill to learn, mind you. And we want to learn Acid from the Flawn. And we also want to, if possible, try and capture some of these monsters with Marsh. That's one of the key abilities of the Hunter, is that you can capture monsters, and then once they're captured, if you have a Morpher, which we do, which we're using for the first time in this playthrough, and spoiler alert, it's pretty lit, if you have a monster, you can transform into that monster and then use their spells. But so as you might think, that's a lot of stuff to be doing. So when your mind is so focused on doing all this stuff and not actually fighting, it can be really hard, because we want to keep all these guys alive because we need to learn the moves. And something because this is the first time I ever kind of ran a Morpher in one of my playthroughs, I had absolutely no idea how capturing worked, and I ended up spending literally 15 minutes longer than this video should have been, just being like, why can't I capture these guys? It would be because there's just a bunch of unspoken rules about capture mechanics. How capture works is basically it's pretty much like Pokemon. The lower HP you have, the higher the rate, the higher the success rate is. I think the exact formula is how much HP the percentage of HP they're at divided by 4. So if they're at 50% HP, then you have a 12.5% chance of actually capturing one. So again, when they're at super low HP, it's still very hard. That number doesn't seem right. When they're at a quarter HP. Yeah, okay, no. I think I'm right. I think I can math, guys. So capturing is really hard. Another thing, the main thing I didn't realize though, is that you cannot capture a monster if it's the last monster on the field. I guess, I don't know, something about the coding doesn't want you to do that. Because maybe ending a battle via capturing would have messed things up. I don't know why they did it, but it's a thing. So basically in the failed recording, I was just attacking this Flawn very, very slowly, trying to capture it, being like, why the hell can't I capture it? And it was really stupid on my part because I didn't realize that rule. Because it's actually very hard to capture this Flawn. I pretty much shouldn't have tried. My Beastmaster is dead too, but luckily I brought someone with life. Or Phoenix Downs, those also work. To bring him back to life, because we still need to learn those moves that we need to learn. What was I saying though? Yes, it's very hard to capture this Flawn, because pretty much any magical spell will pretty much one-shot it, but any physical attack will only do 1 damage to it. So I don't recommend capturing this Flawn. Capture a Flawn later down the road who doesn't get one-shotted by magic is probably the easier thing to do. But also, it's very, very hard to learn Blow Up upon realization. I don't even know if it's a spell that you can learn via Beastmasters. We did catch that dragon though, and that dragon's gonna be our best friend from here on out. I don't even know if it's possible to learn Blow Up via Control. because the way bombs do blow up is they'll do it when they're at very low health. But like if you try and control one while they're at low health, like it doesn't seem to appear on the menu. So I think it's just something you have to naturally like coax them into doing, which, as you might expect, is really stupid. But we can and also it's really hard to get this guy into low health because, again, the same problem with the Flawn is all the attacks that we can do on him just kill him. But we learned Mighty Guard. That's actually it was a fantastic spell. I'm thinking of Big Guard. In Final Fantasy VII, Big Guard was just absolutely lit because I think it was like Mighty Guard plus haste, and that was just the best thing ever. In this game, it's super cool too. The advantage to Big Guard in this game is that it lasts the entire battle, which I didn't realize, but that's very, very nice to have if you're a responsible person who likes doing buffs. Unfortunately, in this game, with our increased movement speed from these shoes, you can pretty much be in range to attack enemies at any turn you want. And then, you know, and because of how lit attacking is and how much you can just one-shot people, buffs aren't exactly necessary, but it's still nice to have. I still think that's one of the better Blue Mage skills you can learn. So again, the biggest problem is just how the hell are we going to bring this guy to low health? We can actually take care of, we can kill the dragon because we learned the thing we needed to from the dragon. Just keep in mind though, if you do plan on capturing one of these people, just, again, make sure they're not the last thing on the field. So, here we go. The Beastmaster puts him right below full health. But again, it's very hard. What I realized, something I think I noticed, when it comes to trying to get the bomb to do blow up, is that you do not want to actually have someone... I think they actually prefer doing back attacks over doing blow up. So, I wanted to surround them. But if you do surround them, just make sure they're they're actually all facing the bomb, because blow up actually has a 100% accuracy rate, so you don't have to worry about like it accidentally missing Pablo. But if someone's facing the bomb's back, it appears to me at the very least that the bombs prefer to attack you over using blow up like I want them to. So that takes a while, and then we're also gonna while we're waiting for the bomb to do blow up, which he's not gonna do. He's gonna encounter like a dumbass, or he's gonna attack him from like a dumbass and then get countered and die. I like so want blow up that I'm actually willing to like use a Phoenix down on an enemy just to make sure that I can learn the move again, which is just obscene. And we're slowly gonna be whittling down this guy. Again, we can't capture him right now because he's the only thing left until we revive this guy, because I really want blow up, which is really, really funny. Because I can almost guarantee you right now that in this entire playthrough, I will not have any use for blow up, unless it's for like the memes or something. That is a meme move. It's pretty much just an SD. I can't see myself ever using it. But you know what? Just to have it, right? I want to get all the Blue Mage spells. There's like one or two in particular that I think might be extra like bullshit to get that I might not bother on, but Pablo's Blue Mage like repertoire at this point in the game is actually really, really good. So, you know, if I can learn it, I might as well. So right now I'm just surrounding that bomb because blow up attacks all enemies around him. So I'm just kind of doing whatever it is I can do to like increase the chances of him wanting to blow up on me. And even after all this, it still takes a while. I still want to learn Acid from the Flawn. Acid, I think, just as he does in Mont Blanc, is a random status debuff on enemy. It's alright. It has a range, so I guess if you want to do... Again, not too many Blue Mage spells are ranged, except Matara Magic, which we'll be getting later. That's probably much more useful, but, you know, debuffs are cool too if you want to do them randomly, I guess, if you have nothing else to do. So here we are. There we go, he's controlled, so we can learn Acid whenever. And luckily... no, not luckily. Again, I don't want to kill this Flawn. I don't want to kill either of them because then I won't be able to capture the other. But to be perfectly honest, if at this point in time, it was like I'll be fine with either capturing the Flawn or learning blow up. If I can do one of them, I'll be happy. And luckily, after a very, very long time, and after I cut a bunch of footage eventually, any moment now, I actually do learn blow up, so that's nice. So sorry about the speeding. I considered putting music in the background, because there's a lot of Final Fantasy especially this OST. There's a lot of tracks I do want to show off because they're so cool. But nah. You guys can. I hope you guys can put up with the insane jittering in the sound that entails speeding up. But here we go. So there's the heavy area damage blow up that we wanted to learn. 100% accuracy. So that's nice. If you notice, you know, no one's facing the he can't back attack anyone at that moment, so that's probably why he did that. And there you go, blow up learned. Cool. There's a spell we'll never use, and now we can't capture the Slon anymore. So, you know, he just lost his living privileges, because now we can kill him. But again, just to reiterate, if ice wasn't illegal in this mission, this guy would be, like, spamming Blizzara left and right. And, like, having and keeping him alive would be, like, a liability. So having ice be illegal in this mission is very, very helpful. In fact, you could even, like, if you wanted, you could bring a law card that makes ice illegal to just make this mission, like, super easy. But, I don't know how much I plan on using law cards in this playthrough. I definitely want to use law cards to, or I guess more specifically anti-law cards. But I can't see myself purposely using law cards unless I have something very, very specific in mind. So that's the mission. Again, that was a definitely fillery mission, but there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do in that one mission, so it's very accomplishing, I guess, at the very least. We learned like 3 Blue Mage spells, and we captured a dragon. And oh man, that dragon's going to be so cool. But yeah, he's just wondering about crystals, because that's all that is on Marsh's mind for the next like few missions is just going to be, how can we destroy more crystals, man? We gotta destroy this goddamn world. Maybe it has something to do with crystals. That's what you think about everything, Marsh. Okay, so I believe, did we want to show anything else? Who knows? Maybe. I think I wanted to. Yeah, actually, we want to place Rhoda Volcano here. And now that we have a monster captured, I might as well show off how that works, because and Giza Plains is under attack. That is so annoying, by the way. When you have clan turf, after a while it gets attacked, and if you don't save it within a certain amount of days, you lose that turf, and then you have to redo the mission. And clan turf, when you have a lot of it, goes under attack all the goddamn time, and it's very annoying. But now we're just gonna be buying 10 dash boots, or a total of 10 dash boots. So now everybody has dash boots, so now everyone has lit movement. So we're always going to be in range to kill things, so that's really nice. We're going to be taking missions? No, we're not. We're going to be going to the shop. We're going to be buying items, because, no, we're not. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just make sure, keep that clan turf on turf. It's free AP at the very least, but it gets very annoying. Like, I swear to God, like, Giza Plains gets under attack, like, every 2 missions. It gets annoying. But, what am I doing with this guy? I did get the white robe. I forgot when I got that. It teaches Turbo MP. Fantastic move, by the way. Mont Blanc mastered 5 black mage abilities, so now he can become a time mage. I'll be doing that as soon as I master Blizzara, so at least he has like all the tier 2 magic spells. Because I like time mage. It's for the stat growth at the very least. And I might as well. I felt like showing this off. Usually I cut this out. But I feel like I've been cutting it out so much that, like, I'm giving it, if you're watching this, you might get the impression that, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is nothing but missions, but that could be further from the truth, because in reality, it's looking through menus, figuring out what abilities people can learn. That is literally, I exaggerated it in the first part, but I think it's literally like 30% of this entire goddamn game. It's just, what is he learning right now at this moment? What is Pablo learning right now? What is Bismarck learning? What things does he have on? Oh yeah, I'm giving everyone dash boots now. Ever. That's his name. So yeah, there's that. Now that everyone has dash boots. There's actually a better version of dash boots called Ninja Tabby. That's or Tabi. That's +2 movement, but I don't even know how to get those. So, and I think you can only get 1 per playthrough. So, whatever. So here we got the monster bank. How this works is once you capture a monster, you can only own 1 of each species. You have it and it's all its stats. We can raise, right now it hates us. You actually can't raise its stats until it loves you. You can make it love you by giving it just a ton of items. So we're going to be doing that. As you can see, we'll give him like, say, 20 Phoenix Downs, and then he'll like us a little bit more. later in the game there's a de facto item that we can give him, but we don't have access to it yet, so we can't truly use the monster bank to its truest potential, but in a moment we will be able to, so just look forward until then. But before that, I'm going to be showing one more optional quest, I guess. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be getting a spell, a Blue Mage spell for Pablo over here. It's probably, in my opinion, the best Blue Mage spell in the entire game. It's Matara Magic, or Matra Magic, I think. It basically switches your HP with your MP. It is absolutely a physical tank killer. If someone has like a ton of HP, but only like, you know, like 20 MP, pretty much you just make it, you bring their health down to 20 MP. Look at Pablo's health, it's 34 now, because he only has 34 MP. It's fantastic at killing super tanky units like paladins and the like, so we're definitely going to be getting a lot of use from that. It's a long range spell too, so Pablo is now more lit than ever before, but I think that's all I need to show. So until then, this has been Skittflash, hope you've enjoyed watching, bye!